This instrument right here is known as the Mridangam, and it's not any other drum, but this instrument right here has been part of South Indian classical music for over 2,000 years. So what is this South Indian instrument? This is called the Mridangam, and it's basically a double-sided hand drum that's used in Carnatic music, which is the classical music of South India. It's made of jackfruit wood and animal leather and animal skin, and is played entirely with your hands, which is different to conventional drums that we see in Western music. And you don't use any sticks and just your pure hands and raw rhythm. It's quite big, the drum. It's composed of two sides, the right side and the left side. And the right side, it's called the Valantale, which in South Indian language, it just translates to the right side. And the left side is called the Topi, or the left side in translated Indian language. And this black spot right here was called a karne, and this black spot is what gives the Mridangam its signature pitch, and what differentiates this instrument to conventional drums that we know is how versatile it is for a drum. As I said before, the Mridangam, it's not just a drum, but it's been part of South Indian culture for so many years that to this point it's basically a symbol of South Indian, especially Tamil culture. It's played in temples, festivals, and concerts, and it has been played in those places for centuries. And in Carnatic music, this Mridangam, it's not just a pacemaker, and it can also be the center of attention at sometimes, almost, to speak figuratively, like as a heartbeat. And it supports the rhythm in when it's accompanying other instruments, but it can also be played solo using complex and intricate patterns. It's basically got a language to its own language. For example, each sound that can be made through this drum is basically like a syllable. For example, you say num for that. I'm gonna play about 3 syllables or 3 different sounds. Num, din, da. So as you can see, each sound can be easily differentiated between each other, and each one acts as its own syllable or letter for that matter. And the Mridangam exists in 2 different mediums. For example, there is obviously what you see, the playing itself, and me playing it. Me playing it obviously is the most basic one, but the Mridangam and all of its playing also exists in spoken form, which is called solkattu, which is translated to spoken playing. And this spoken playing, it's not only used for this drum, but for every South Indian or classical Carnatic music instrument, including singing. So, for example, I'll expand on this idea more because it's very interesting and very profound. But for a simple demonstration, what I say can be played exactly 1-to-1. For example, if I say ta kira kira taka taka tari kira taka. So every syllable, down to the syllable, down to the sound, can be replicated not only in the Mridangam physically, but also through your mouth and spoken words. And that brings us to the end of the first video in this 5-part series on me introducing the Mridangam to everyone who doesn't know what it is, to spread awareness on such a beautiful South Indian piece of culture. And in the next video and in the coming videos, I'll be diving into more complex and intricate details, such as the rhythmic language behind the Mridangam, which I demonstrated a bit. And it's fascinating system where rhythm is spoken before it's even played, and it's one of the most unique aspects of this tradition. And through this series, I hope to spread awareness about this incredible instrument, as I said, and the culture it represents, my culture, and especially to audiences who may have never seen something like this before.